So we're in my bathroom. I'm being a bit lazy. I've got the shaving cream right here. I've got a shaving brush.
Yo, welcome back to Urban Street 420. I'm your host, 40. Today we're making infused shaving cream. This came about because I started using dish soap as shaving cream because I ran out. Then I found out this was a bad idea. Then I found a homemade shaving cream recipe that included coconut oil. And I said, wait, we can infuse the coconut oil to make infused shaving cream. And why would you want to do that, right? The reality is your skin will accept cannabinoids, THC, CBD. It will help repair your skin. It will potentially numb your skin. It will give it as a topical. It will help hydrate your skin. There are so many benefits. Now, how potent do you have to make it? I use 1 gram of decarbed hash to infuse the coconut oil that we're using. That's 45% THC more or less, which is 450 milligrams minus 30% for the decarboxylation and the infusion process, which will give us 300 and I don't know, 20 or 30 or whatever milligrams of potency. Not a lot, but we don't need a lot. Anyways, come on over here, let's get started, baby. All right, so we're closer. Now you're gonna need a few things. Inside this double boiler, I already have 2 tablespoons of almond oil. In fact, I have the bottle right here, sweet almond oil. So 2 tablespoons of that. I've got 3 tablespoons of infused coconut oil, right? Go ahead and drop that in. Now I thought about actually adding a little bit of dried tincture sludge just because I figured the granules would exfoliate your skin as well. I didn't do it though, but maybe next time. So there was 2 tablespoons of the sweet almond oil. There was 3 tablespoons of the infused coconut oil. Again, I use 1 gram of 45% hash, right? You could of course skip it. You don't have to make this infused, or you could use herb. You could make it a little bit stronger, or you could make it a little bit weaker. But again, you don't need to make it that strong. This is 4 tablespoons of shea butter. I'm gonna drop this into the double boiler. I'm gonna put the top of this on, and what I'm gonna do is start stirring this and make sure that everything becomes homogenized. I don't know why homogenized seemed like such a difficult word to say, but we did it. Let me grab my cell phone so you can see what everything looks like. So in the beginning, the oils are melted, the shea butter isn't. As this starts to heat up, everything will become homogenized as we continue to mix this. I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, so it's not there yet, but I wanted to show you what the progress looks like. So as you can see, it's still clumpy. We're gonna go until there's no more clumps. You're gonna keep stirring. I actually turned the heat up to high right now, which should be fine because we're using a double boiler. I didn't think about that. So as the temperature gets hotter, we're just gonna keep mixing this, and then once this is homogenized, we're gonna transfer it into this bowl right here. I'll see you guys soon. As you can see, everything is homogeneous. We're gonna transfer it to this bowl right here, and I'm gonna skip using my cell phone so I can grab this pot right here, pick it up, wipe the bottom so none of this water transfers over, right? Next, all I'm gonna do is dump our resulting homogeneous mixture into this bowl right here. Let's go ahead and put this double boiler back on itself. We'll turn the stove off, we'll move this over and put it in the sink. And now the next step is to put this bowl in the fridge until this hardens, right? You want this resulting mixture to solidify. Now, besides this, what you're gonna need is Castile soap, which I have right here, and this is optional. This is peppermint extract. I'll talk about that more in a second. I'll see you guys in about 30 minutes to an hour when this is hardened. All right, so 30 minutes in the fridge did nothing. I put it in the freezer, and now as you can see, it is for sure solid as a rock. I've got a hand mixer here. You could use an immersion blender if you wanted to. I'm gonna use a hand mixer. Next, we're gonna put in 10 drops of this peppermint extract oil, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That might have been 12, whatever. It's fine. Next, we're going to put in Castile soap. Now, how much Castile soap should you put? We're gonna start with 2 tablespoons, and then we're gonna add more as we whip it until we find a consistency that we like. This Castile soap is gonna give us some lather. Now, what I did differently the first time I made this, right, is, this is the first time I made it. It made this really horrible consistency, but I didn't use that much Castile soap in here. I only used 1 tablespoon. That's number 1. Number 2, I skipped the step of freezing or hardening this. So I took it as soon as it was hot, I tried to whip it up and it wouldn't whip. So definitely you have to freeze it. Next, besides doing that, I also used almond oil this time, whereas last time I had used olive oil because I didn't have any almond oil. So I'm gonna turn this on light. All right, so one of the things that I'm gonna do, only because I see something happening, is for the most part, as long as these beaters get into it, it's fine, but there's some parts that seem stuck to the side like that, so I'm just gonna lift it off the side. That way I can then use the beaters, right? Now mind you, if you left this in the fridge for a few hours, probably it would have achieved the same result. I just sped it up by putting it in the freezer. And obviously that added to the fact that everything is really hard now, right? So, now I can smell a little bit of the of the spearmint extract, huh? It smells nice. It's not overpowering. Another thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some more of this Castile soap. I'm gonna put 2 more tablespoons. So now that's gonna bring us up to a total of 4 tablespoons. And the reason we're adding it slowly is to really incorporate a lot of air, get things really fluffy. This shaving cream should be a lot better consistency than the previous one. So a couple things I'm noticing. Number 1, it doesn't seem to be getting any fluffier at the moment. Now the question is this, it was fluffier before I added the extra 2 tablespoons of Castile soap. So right now we have 4 tablespoons. Mind you, in this one we only had 1. Also, I didn't let it harden before. So I don't know if we should stop right here or we should add another tablespoon. The idea behind the Castile soap is it should produce some level of lather on your skin, and that's why we're adding it right now. But the thing is, I'm not sure. So maybe we add 1 more tablespoon or we leave it like this. Now this consistency is way better than this, but it's not as fluffy. So maybe we're gonna add 1 more. This could be a mistake, guys. If it is, it will make this more runny than it currently is, and I'm still gonna use it. Now mind you, at 2 tablespoons, this was much thicker, so maybe stop at 2 tablespoons. Let's go ahead and add another half and see if it makes a difference, right? I'm just gonna drop that in. We're gonna put this here on the paper towel. Let's go ahead. All right, so we've got our final product in this jar right here. I put some in this dish. We're gonna go over to the bathroom where we're gonna go ahead and give it a try. Now keep in mind, if you want this to be thicker, then use less Castile soap. 2 tablespoons look to be the right amount to keep it thick and fluffy, etc. Now, the benefit of Castile soap is the lather. I'll see you in the bathroom, you'll see what I'm talking about.
So we're in my bathroom. I'm being a bit lazy. I've got the shaving cream right here. I've got a shaving brush right here. When we dip it in to get it with the shaving cream, we can create a lather on our face, right? We'll do both sides real quick. Now, here's another thing, right? This always happens. I'm gonna put this down real quick. And the reality is I have a razor right here, but the blades are dull, right? So let's hit it with some water. Let's give this puppy a try. And yeah, look at that. One of the differences to using this homemade shaving cream, I have a single blade razor here. I don't use this much because it's hard to get some skills with it, right? So you're supposed to keep this at a 45-degree angle, do short strokes, and let the weight of the razor do the work, right? And that's how you're supposed to use this. But the thing is, it's easy to get shaving bumps with it because you have to let the razor do the work. Anyways, clearly the shaving cream works. What are the benefits? I mean, look at that, right? Wow.
I recorded myself in the bathroom using the shaving cream, but I came out here because I had a couple other things to say. Number 1, get a shaving brush. This doesn't just help with application, it also gets in all the nooks, the crannies, and the pores, giving you a closer shave. If you don't want it to be this liquidy, don't use as much Castile soap. This was an experiment, same as the first time. Now, I do think that this is definitely more liquidy than this. If we had stopped at 1, maybe 2 tablespoons of Castile soap, I think it still would have had a thicker consistency. Now, keep in mind, one of the things that I didn't do the first time I made this is that I didn't put it in the fridge or freezer to harden before I whipped it. That is a step you definitely do not want to skip. Guys, gals, everybody, I only used 1 gram of hashish for this, and so that should make it not too potent, but enough healing properties for the skin. If you decide to give this a try, go ahead and leave in the comments what you think. Guys, gals, everybody, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. You know the deal, baby. Till next time, I'm out, baby. Woo.